In 1350, what we know as the idyllic French countryside was a living hell. For more than 15 years, the people had suffered at the hands of English invaders. Little did they know that this war would last for another 100 years. But through this crucible of fighting, famine, and plague, there would emerge the modern nation of France. England's King Edward III looked jealously across the English Channel. Wanting France for his own, he had added the fleur-de-lis, the symbol of France, to his own royal standard. This was an all-out declaration of war. And in 1337, he invaded. But France already had a king, Philippe VI. As the English burned their way across the land, Philippe's army and his legendary knights marched to meet them, and came face to face with the English longbow. A simple weapon, but the most devastating the knights had ever faced. The heroes of France fell to storms of English arrows. The war engulfed the French countryside. By 1351, the conflict was focused on Brittany. One fight stands out as a spectacular display of chivalry, and a symbol of the wider conflict between the two enemy nations. The combat of the 30 is still commemorated here in Brittany. It was a dispute between two local families. Supported by the opposing sides in the war, the French and English commanders decided to settle it through a trial of knightly combat. Each side would choose 30 champions to fight on neutral ground. France prepared to defend itself against England's finest. Intent on ending the suffering of the French peasantry, Sir Jean de Beaumanoir sent a challenge to the English commander. 30 champions on each side would compete in a tournament for final claim to Brittany. With the battleground of the halfway oak agreed upon, Sir Jean set out to gather support from local knights. As a knight himself, Sir Jean followed the strict rules of chivalry and was expected to protect the local peasantry and ensure peace.
Incontinent. Honoré. Hors votre service. Certes. Mon destrière y mègne. Mon arway mègne avec moi. Je rive bien savets quoque nos advienne. Let's vote donc en avoué.
Most medieval tournaments were friendly in nature, held for sport and glory, but the combat of the 30 was arranged between opponents mired in war. English raids had torn through the countryside of Brittany and brought great hardship to the people.
Un pied ci, un pied là. Mettons nos en la vouée. Je veuille vous obéir. Quel est de votre plaisir?
Attendez-les si comme vos voldrez. Je suis votre serveuse. Apertisez votre courage, compagnon. Je suis votre serveuse. Quand je commande, avant, retrayez vos amours.
Certes.
Sir Jean spotted an English raiding party attacking a nearby farmstead.
Quais sunt vos commandements?
The French knights defeated the English raiders, and Sir Guy de Rochefort joined Sir Jean's party.
Quand je commande, avant, si comme vos voldrez. Incontinent. Je suis votre serveuse. Retrayez vos amours, si comme vos voldrez. Incontinent. Apertisez votre courage, compagnon.
Looking to secure his honor, a young knight held his ground on a bridge in Sir Jean's path.
Je cours. Il n'ose à chien. Donnez-moi vos
Honorably
appuis.
conceding defeat in the duel, Sir Yves Charel joined the cause.
Brest pour une sanglante hâtie. Veuillez être prêts.
L'heure avant, compagnon.
Blace, već obtemper a Oxabitz. Reniez vos armes. Si faites vos commandements. Comme vos plaisent.
Sir Jean's search next brought him to Sir Geoffroy de Bois, whose squires were contending with a detachment of English longbowmen.
Obéir, c'est vertu.
The knights would use the great speed of their war horses to charge the archers and overwhelm them.
À morte les ennemis!
The English longbowmen fell, but the French knights knew the enemy would attempt to retake the hilltop fortification and steeled themselves for further attacks.
Vêtis comme élément. Mettons nos en la vouée. À morte les ennemis!
Restus servants des soupes mon esprit! Oyez! Vite vos donc! En la vouée! Reniez vos armes! Et compresse. J'obtiens père à Oxavitz. Comme vos plaisent. Vite vos donc! En la vouée! Vectons nos en la vouée! Si fais vos commandements! Si fais vos commandements!
Sir Jean entered the staging area for the tournament, where he prepared to choose which knights would join him in battle.
Fouer, Tiride,
Each knight would be accompanied by his squires, young nobles in training to become knights themselves.
Place! Vite!
accesvets vos, compagnon. Je veuille vous obéir.
Sir Jean had selected his champions. As the sun rose, the two sides entered the arena, ready for the first round of combat.
Vêtis comme élément! Un pied ici, un pied là!
Claiming an easy victory in the first round, the French champions left the arena to recover their strength.
Reniez vos armes. Bien savets, mectos nos en l'avoué. Comme vos plaisent.
Refreshed and reinvigorated, the French knights returned to the arena for another round of combat. The combat of the 30 was about to decide which nation would control the Duchy of Brittany. Triumphant, Sir Jean de Beaumanoir and his loyal knights claimed victory. The combat of the 30 had decided control of Brittany in favor of the French. Little did the two sides know, this was just the beginning of a bitter war that would outlive them all.